In every ecosystem, living things are linked by the food they eat and the energy they get from the food. These links taken together make up the food web. Food chains within these webs often involve predator and prey relationships. The grasslands of Serengeti National Park in Tanzania are home to a great diversity of animals, each dependent on the next for survival. Here, where the climate is dry and the soil is poor, grass collects energy from the sun and kicks off each food chain. Plant eaters like these gazelles feed on the grass, and in doing so, they help even more grass grow back in its place. The large number of plant-eating animals found in the Serengeti provides food for many predators. Each predator has its own techniques for hunting prey. Reaching speeds of more than 60 miles per hour, cheetahs are fast enough to run down gazelles. Lions aren't so fast and tend to sneak up on their prey with little warning. Hyenas can bring down animals more than 3 times their weight. One zebra yields plenty of food for a group. Most of the time, these predators work together, but in the end, they often compete with each other for the catch. Hyenas and cheetahs are fierce competitors. Not only do they steal each other's food, they also attack each other's cubs. In a pinch, these predators become clever scavengers. Large predators need to eat less frequently than other animals because their bodies use up energy at a much slower rate. Anything they leave behind gets broken down and eventually returned to the soil as nutrients for plants. The food chain always starts as photosynthesis and ends in decay.
A 150 million years ago, a creature called Archaeopteryx took to the skies. Part reptile, part bird, the creature had teeth, solid bones, and reptilian claws. But it had something else too. Archaeopteryx had feathers. Over the next 75 million years, feathers and flight improved. Birds lost their teeth, and most grew hollow bones, which reduced weight and made flight easier. Flight may have evolved to help birds escape predators, catch fast prey, or to make it easier to move from place to place. No one really knows. One thing is certain. All 8,700 species of modern birds have feathers. Made of keratin, the same protein found in hair, feathers apparently evolved from the scales of reptilian ancestors. A typical bird of prey has over 7,000 feathers. Small, light feathers, refined for flight, help eagles catch air. But even flightless birds have feathers. Penguins pack 70 stiff feathers in a square inch. These feathers provide waterproofing and cover an insulating layer of blubber. Feather colors are usually provided by different pigments. Black, gray, and brown birds have melanin to thank for their color. Scarlet ibises owe this splashy red to the keratin found in the shrimp and other crustaceans they eat. All feathered creatures lay eggs too. But nest-building styles range from simple to elaborate. The young of some birds, like ducks, are precocial, able to feed themselves as soon as they're born. Other young birds, like this albatross, are altricial and must wait to be fed by parents. The search for food takes many birds on annual migrations. Hummingbirds may fly hundreds of miles from nesting sites as far north as Washington State to wintering grounds in Mexico, making the trip to and from each year. Such bold, adaptive skills have allowed birds to find homes in most habitats on Earth. Bacteria are the oldest and most diverse of life forms, and we're just getting to know them. A soil sample may contain up to 1 billion bacteria that we can grow, and as many more that we can't. In fact, most organisms living in soil haven't even been identified. Some bacteria make their homes in the Earth's harshest environments, acid pools, caves without light, even ocean vents where temperatures may hit 450 degrees. Scientists think we may find them on other planets. A meteorite traveling to the Earth from Mars carried with it fossilized shapes that some experts believe look like Earth-bound bacteria. Extraterrestrial rock hunts will look for more proof. For now, we're probing what all this diversity can do for us right here. And some tiny bacteria clearly possess industrial strength. In Yellowstone's hot springs, bacteria able to take the heat also have a knack for breaking down wood fibers. In the process, the wood fibers turn white. Imagine using bacteria instead of chemicals to turn paper white. Such imagining turned into an $11.5 billion industry. Paper companies are replacing chlorine with bacterial enzymes. A much more environmentally friendly bleach. Bacteria have been put to work in gold mines too. At the Homestake Mining Company in Utah, bacteria live in the cyanide baths that help extract the gold. Until Pseudomonas bacteria came to town, the cyanide residue flowed into Whitewood Creek and killed everything living in it. Today, all the water in the mine flows through these tanks, each housing 20,000 pounds of bacteria attached to plastic discs. As the discs rotate in and out of the cyanide baths, the bacteria get the oxygen they need from the air and the food they need in the water. That's right, they thrive in what's poison to us, and they're willing to work 24 hours a day. Within 6 months, the bacterial workforce turned Whitewood Creek back into a fish-friendly stream. 4 million gallons of clean water flow into the creek each day. Just think of the tiny talents we have yet to discover.